To the men that don't understand why women want a man to provide, let me explain it to you. So the right woman will have taken the time to provide in her own life. She will have filled her own cup to the brim. She will have given herself everything she needs. She doesn't need a man to do that. She has filled her own cup.
What a bunch of nonsense. So let me get this straight. The right woman has been working on herself and provide everything that she needs, and she is saying that she doesn't need a man to do that, but at the end she still wants a man to provide for her? So what is it? Women don't make any sense.
A woman with a full cup is not looking for a man with an empty cup, because that man has nothing to pour into her cup. A woman that has provided her own cup full will only accept a man that has a full cup as well. So that when that man pours his full cup into her cup, guess what happens? It overflows. Yeah. If a man with nothing in his cup tried to pour into our cup that's full, nothing's going to happen. We don't need you to pour into our cup. We want a man that can pour into our cup and overflow it. Y'all can't understand why women don't accept less. We don't have to. The right woman that has already filled her cup doesn't have to settle for what you are offering, and that is zero. Y'all are offering nothing for us. So please, focus on your empty cup and fill it up. Like, leave us alone.
I can tell that this chick is a narcissist. See how everything that she mentioned about women working on themselves spiritually and all that bunch of nonsense is all for their own benefit? She didn't say anything about how the right woman will work on herself to become a better woman for her future partner. Gentlemen, women don't work on themselves to benefit their future husband. They do it for themselves cause we know that when women make money, they're not going to share it. Women always prioritize themselves first. And she said that women want a man who can pour into their cup and overflow it, and women don't have to settle because their cup is full and that men with empty cups can stay over there. Well, those men don't want you because most women don't even have a cup and they can't even afford one. And this is the reason why women keep themselves single even with all the options that they have. They don't want the average guy anymore. They only want the top % men, and most modern women don't have anything to offer. And this is the problem, guys. Women always expect men to come in and provide something for their own benefit even when they have a cup, or in most cases, they don't even have one. And this is the reason why men would rather be alone, because modern women have become undateable. They sound so ridiculous, and they are so annoying. But let's read some comments. Yet a man with a full cup is always willing to pour into an empty cup of the woman he loves. Men are instinctively providers, and women instinctively look out for themselves, and I'm pretty sure we can all agree with that statement. Hard pass. Fill up a cup? Men don't care about your cups. We accept you without your own cup. Men are better. And look at her response. If men are better, you can date them instead. We don't judge here. Instead of proving him wrong, she's telling him to date men, and that's what women do. They never prove you wrong with facts. Instead, they attack you or insult you. Would that be the same for men? Or men are supposed to get women with empty cups who provide nothing more than a dependent? And yes, don't worry, we will leave you alone. Most of us found out that being alone is better. They only want a man that fits their roster, that's all. Then she chooses another man with a full cup and trash the first man out and keeps on doing it until she has a bank account full. Why doesn't a woman put the water on his cup? Notice the women never say that they pour into the man's cup. Well, and that is because women only care about themselves. Anyway, welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you all are doing okay. In today's episode, we have a bunch of stupid videos of women saying ridiculous stuff just like the first one. But before we start, you can support the channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Your support helps us to continue to create more content for you. Your support means a lot, so without further ado, let's jump right into it. I think we have seen this woman before. She's like a dating coach on TikTok who has been divorced twice, and I think both of those men she divorced were nice guys. But let's see what she has to say this time.
Studies show women are happier after divorce than men. Why is this? Women are more likely to self-reflect. They're more willing to go inward and hold themselves accountable for the things that they need to change in order to get different results. They're more likely to go to therapy. They're more likely to hire a coach, get the support, get the guidance, get the tools. They will invest in their well-being. They will join support groups. They will do what it takes to feel better, to not make the same mistakes. They take responsibility for their own happiness. They'll step outside of their comfort zones, create new relationships, find hobbies and creative outlets, find fulfillment, learn how to fill their own cup and meet their own needs and not rely on a partner. Women are also more inclined to practice self-care, like healthy eating and mindfulness practices and getting exercise, which then improves their overall well-being. Women are also less likely to turn to destructive behavior and unhealthy coping mechanisms, and they're great at reframing the situation and focusing on the future. They embrace the independence and the freedom. And all of those things are what adds up to creating a healthy, happy, fulfilling, amazing future after divorce.
Let's just hear what she says in the beginning.
Why is this? Women are more likely to self-reflect. They're more willing to go inward and hold themselves accountable for the things that they need to change in order to get different results.
Women are more likely to hold themselves accountable because they want to see different results. We all know that's BS. Women don't know that word. Is like kryptonite to them. If women are more happy than men after divorce, is not because of what she said. It is because they keep the house, the car, kids, and alimony. And women don't go to therapy because they want to be a better person. They go to therapy for sympathy. They want to hear that it was not their fault. Because we all know that women don't want help. They want somebody to reinforce their bad behavior. Like her. She is the perfect example. She divorced 2 nice guys, and still, a lot of women ask her for dating advice. Women don't want real advice because how many times men want to give a solid, helpful advice to women, and they don't like it, because they don't want to hear the truth. Women would rather go on TikTok for advice from quote-unquote dating coaches, and the worst part is that those dating coaches are divorced. They can't keep a man. And again, with the stupid cup. Even if women don't have a cup or they have half a full cup, they always want more. They always rely on a man to pour more from his cup to her cup. And the rest is not new to men because women always prioritize themselves first, even when they are in a relationship. I don't know, guys, but modern women are cooked because these are the type of role models that women follow. And that's why I don't feel any sympathy from leftover women. But let's see what the guys have to say about all this. Why only after divorce and not during the hardest period? The reason for the divorce was the opposite of everything you mentioned. But not while they are married? Interesting. Today, I learned I'm a woman. That's funny, but it makes sense because men are the ones who actually do the work to become better after divorce. They have to build their whole life back again, and they work so much on themselves so that they don't have to make the same mistakes. Nope. My ex never went to therapy. I did. She hooked up with a guy she met in a bar after divorce. She got everything, and I started over. No interest in ever getting married. It's a trap for both men and women. Well, I think marriage is a trap for men, not women. My ex-wife is 100% not doing a single one of the things you mentioned. They're more likely to be selfish. They don't care who they hurt. And he's right. Women break their families for their own happiness. I would be happier after a divorce as well if I left with more than just half. The kids and the dog. That's an easy one. Are you sure it has nothing to do with getting the house, money, kids, and car? You forgot they also received the house, car, and half of his retirement. They also get the house, the kids, half the savings, alimony, and child support, and most already have the replacement in place. And the funny part is that she is supposed to know all that for a divorced woman, right? And here we have a clip from a woman criticizing men going their own way, but let's see what she has to say.
Fun fact, there's a subset of men called men going their own way, or MGTOW, it's the abbreviation. And basically they claim that they're basically like male separatists. They don't see any value in hanging out with women, in dating women, because they think women are sluts and hoes and users and all this fun stuff. So instead of actually improving themselves, what they do is they just sit online all day and make nasty comments about women, and they talk bad about women, and they complain about women they've dated in the past. It's basically the online equivalent of someone you're in a fight with who walks out your front door and you think they're gone, but then they pop their head back in through the front door and they're like, all right, I'm really leaving now. And you're like, okay, go. And then they leave again, and then they come back in and they say, all right, I really am leaving now. And at this point, you're just like, okay, please go. That's what these guys do. Like, if you're going to go your own way, that's fine. Go. Like, make an island or something. I don't know. You're good at building stuff, allegedly. So go.
Let's just reinforce everything that she said. First of all, yes, women are more promiscuous now than ever, and stats show that. 2. There's nothing to gain when you have a female as a friend, but women gain a lot by having male friends. They get all the boyfriend benefits but without sex. So men are the ones who lose. Ask all the guys that you have in the friend zone. 3rd, women use men for their own benefit. Women expect men to take them on their first date to expensive restaurants, and they have zero interest in those men. And men don't bash women on the internet. Men are just telling pure facts about modern women. Is like me and other creators. We just react to your nonsense because women do and say some dumb stuff. Is like when they go on TikTok and they say that they are so proud to be a garden tool that they got their back blown out by 6 guys on the same day. The other one is when they complain that they can't find a man even when they have so many options. The other one is when they say that they just want the top % men and they don't have nothing to offer, and the list goes on. Men just react to your nonsense, and all that stuff that you said about women is true. Is like her, for example. All she said is what women do. Women are the ones bashing and complaining about men all day on TikTok. She is just projecting herself. And thanks to social media, men have realized that modern women are not worth for a serious relationship. That's why women keep complaining about what happened to all the good men, is because most of the good men are going their own way. Now let's read some comments. Actually, the main reason for males going their own way is because feminism has corrupted Western females into an unsavable state that they are no longer worthy of any effort. And he's not lying, but women believe something else. Why are you opposed to being made aware of the current environment? I don't feel like women are bad. It's just they're not of the value that they think they are. And just listen to her response. Posting comments lie this as a 50-year-old man should be a criminal offense. She's doing what she says that men do. Freaking incredible. See, we just react to your nonsense. That's all. Talking about yourself, are you? You are here complaining. Now let's see what she responds. We got a live one, with roaches emojis. And this is what women do. They don't attack the argument, they attack the person. And she actually proved him right. Well, gentlemen, that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Please be safe out there. And don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments section down below. And remember, the world is yours for the taking. Until next time.